They say that life experiences and the people around you shape who you are. And that's definitely true. But I also would add it's the things around you, the things you get invested in, help to shape who you are. If you've been around this channel for any amount of time, or if this is your first time, which if it is, welcome, hit that subscribe button, then clearly fandom has shaped who you are to some degree. Whether that's a fan of comic books, movies, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, etc. Clearly, something that I talk about has shaped you. For me, clearly, it was primarily Spider-Man and the Marvel superheroes. But there were other ones. You know, Batman was in there. Some DC was in there. Power Rangers was in there too. Even if I didn't watch every single episode growing up. But there is one fandom that I do talk about, but not as much as I probably should. And that's Disney. Well, I think now is the perfect time to at least discuss the impact that Disney's had on entertainment in general and me personally. After all, it's 100 years of magic and wonder today, specifically today. Sure, they dragged it out all year, but it's today, as I'm filming this, that it's 100 years of Disney. Now, regardless of what you think about Disney, I don't care what you think about the way they handle certain circumstances, what you think about their live action remakes, their business ends, anything. I don't care about any of that. And you can think about that, or you can feel certain ways about that all you want. But the one thing that you can't deny is the impact Disney has had on the entertainment industry. And a lot of it's actually for the better, I think. From their earliest animated black and white shorts to combining animation with live action in their Alice shorts all those years ago, to adding sound, to color, to Snow White with the first full-length animated feature, to new technologies they developed for movies, or even specifically for the theme parks with robotics, or just all the new engineering that they've done, or as they call them, Imagineers. All that creativity, all that advancement that they've come up with has been used in so many other areas. And I admit I haven't done the research, but I'm pretty sure some of their advancements have helped in other areas as well. Like I said, there's no denying the impact Disney has had on our pop culture, on our entertainment, on the world as a whole. And I really think that nostalgia is something that helps to shape us. If I was to discuss my thoughts and my backgrounds about how Disney has shaped me, which you're here to hear my thoughts, or else you wouldn't have clicked on the video, Disney is definitely very high up there. Now, it's not the highest thing that has shaped my fandom. And it's not the highest thing to shape my life. That definitely is experiences, parents, friends. But if we're talking just about our likes and the things that have had an impact on us pop culturally, Disney is definitely in the top 5 for me. With Marvel being up there, with, even to a certain extent, Power Rangers is up there. But then you do have Disney. I mean, Aladdin. Again, I'll say this a million times. I've said it a million times already. Aladdin is my favorite movie of all time. Followed by Raiders of the Lost Ark, which Disney now owns as well. But there's just something about Disney, and it doesn't matter. I can go back and watch a movie that was not even really available when I was born. Prime example, Snow White. Snow White was not out when I was born. It was years before I actually got to see that, and when I did, it was cool to see something I'd heard about all these years and actually get to see it in his full movie glory. Oh, sure, I'd heard the songs. I'd seen the songs. I mean, from Disney sing-along songs. But I hadn't seen the full movie. Or Oliver and Company, which came out when I was born. I never got to see that movie until years later, even though I had heard Why Should I Worry a million times over. And for me, it's just that feeling of wonderment, of freedom, of being a kid again for any of these Disney movies. I mean, because that's what fandom does for us. It allows us to forget about our daily lives for a little bit. Forget about the toils and tribulations and troubles that surround us every single day. And just be a kid or be free again. To imagine. I mean, I still love going to Disney movies. I still do. I don't care how bad people say they are. I went to see Strange World. Is that? Yeah, Strange World. And was it great? No. But I still went to it. I still enjoyed it. Lightyear, even though, yes, it's Pixar. Was it great? No. Did I have my problems with it? Yes. But I still enjoyed going to it. The live action remakes, I think, get a bad rep. Because I just enjoy them. Hearing the songs that I grew up with, hearing new songs, just getting away. That's what I love about movies in general, but with Disney, just it takes you back. It takes me back to, I will say, a simpler time, you know, when you didn't have things to worry about, really. Except maybe whatever your teacher was, your homework, or what your teacher said, or am I going to get in trouble with my parents for doing this, or, you know, oh, I said something wrong, you know. Simpler times, let's be honest. And yeah, when I think about Disney, I think about all those things I grew up with, listening to the book on cassette tapes, you know, listening to the movie basically, having a song at the end, singing along to the songs in the car, having them on cassette. For you youngins out there, cassettes are these like little square things that you would actually put into a player, and the tape would wind and it would make music. And that's how we heard things back in the day. God, I feel like an old man saying that. But, I mean, yes, I have memories. Disney reminds me of the times growing up, you know, watching those movies. The Disney afternoon, loving those shows. Darkwing Duck, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, DuckTales. Though sometimes I do wonder how much of that I actually watched. But it also brings up memories of family. And that's what Disney is too. It's a family company. Even though now they do things that aren't always exactly family friendly, but they are a family company overall. And whether that's remembering going to the parks with my parents or my aunt and uncle for a day, seeing the Indiana Stunt Show, which was the only reason I love Indiana Jones is because of that stunt show, going on Star Tours, going on the Great Movie Ride, doing Tower of Terror, going on Peter Pan's Flight. There was a Peter Pan mural in the back of one of the Disney stores at one of the parks, and yeah, I've got two pictures of me standing, one sitting on the ledge and one standing near the ledge of the exact same thing. Pictures of me banging on the Lion King drums on the parade. Getting scared on Snow White's adventure. Oh, that ride scared me half to death. Going down Splash Mountain, loving every minute of it. Wishing I could actually watch Song of the South instead of just listening to the songs, which I have watched it and I have found it. I think it's actually I think it's a rather good movie when you think about other aspects of it. But again, not getting into that type of stuff. But it's things you can pass down to your kids then, or things you remember. A lot of this is about memories. A lot of it's about how it makes you feel. And I just remember a lot of I remember going to the Aladdin breakfast they had when I went to Disney and getting my picture taken with all the Aladdin characters, having my father get his picture taken with Jafar, and in the picture we have, you can see him holding his hand because Jafar just smacked his hand for touching the serpents, for touching his staff. Me arm wrestling the beast because I had a Hercules shirt on, and Belle telling me, "No, if you do it this hard, you're going to break his finger," you know. Watching Disney movies with my grandmother, hearing her tell stories about watching Mary Poppins, how she loved that movie, loved Julie Andrews things. Watching Mary Poppins Returns, thinking about her as I did, watching it with my folks for the first time. And really, it really is the music. For me, it's the Disney music that I love. I love the animation. I remember Princess and the Frog came out. I wasn't really going to see it, but then a buddy of mine mentioned he was going to go see it because it was the first hand-drawn animation in years, and it might be the last. And I couldn't help but go see it, and I loved it. I really enjoyed that movie. I'd say I actually love that movie. But then other things like Disney Scene It, playing it with my grandmother again, and all these new movies coming up that she had no idea what they were. Movies like Treasure Planet, Atlantis the Lost Empire. You know, she knew the old stuff. Cinderella, Snow White, Pinocchio, Sleeping Beauty. She didn't know the new modern stuff. And of course, those were the questions she always got. I had so many Disney VHS tapes, which now I kind of regret getting rid of them. But yeah, it's just incredible and hard to believe that Disney's been around for 100 years and the impact that it's had on, the impact it's had on everyone, let's be honest. From, like I said, from the movies to the parks to TV to Saturday mornings to collectibles. I have almost probably close to the entire Aladdin collection of figures in my nerd room, or my nerd cave, whatever you want to call it. I have figures from Pocahontas. I have figures from Lion King, from Hunchback. Because as a kid, I loved collecting the figures. And I just love Disney movies. And I still do. Of course, since then, Disney's had Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, National Geographic apparently now, with Disney Plus. And I will say one of the great things about Disney Plus is getting to see and watch the old movies and old cartoons and old shorts that I never really watched as a kid or I didn't know anything about. I do also remember when I first got to watch Zorro, and I was really wanting to watch the Guy Williams Zorro. I was at my grandmother's. I stayed up till midnight to watch it. Though sometimes I wish I hadn't. But anyway, so Disney's had a very strong impact on my life and things I love, things I remember. My dad still can't believe how great of a memory I have for songs and stuff, for lines and characters and actors and things. And looking back now, knowing certain actors that I didn't know growing up, it's kind of interesting. But yeah, like I said, Disney's had a big impact on my life, and it has had a big impact on us as a whole, on our culture, on pop culture, on the technologies that we have. I admit I didn't do a lot of research. I went to the 100 Years exhibition, which if you get a chance to go to that, go, because it's really incredible. There's a ton of stuff. Though I wish they'd had a little bit more of like Aladdin things or Lion King things, movies that I love. But yeah, sometimes I think we're too hard on Disney. And we forget that really they're just the real goal. Yeah, they want to make money. Yes, of course, every company wants to make money. But Disney is about smiles. It's about joy. At the heart of it, you set everything else aside. When I put on a Disney movie, whether it's a new one, a classic like Aladdin or Sleeping Beauty or Peter Pan or Hercules, I just am instantly taken away. I want to get up, I want to sing. I control myself because if I'm not watching it by myself and I'm watching it with somebody, chances are they don't really want me to do that. But yeah. So, happy birthday, Disney. Happy 100 years. And hopefully there's many, many more and many, many more advances, many, many more memories, more smiles, more laughter, and more adventures. And yes, more songs, more unique animation. Maybe get us some hand-drawn animation again. Just saying. So that future generations have their own memories, their own nostalgia things that they can look back on. But what about you? What are your Disney memories? What is it about Disney that you love, that makes you smile, that just makes you really happy? This is not a place to put anything down really with Disney. Just the good. Let's put some good vibes into the world, into the universe with this video. But as we always say, don't forget, leave comments down below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm still trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Don't think it's going to happen. But remember, here at Fandom University, it's read what you love, enjoy what you love, and let's all work for a better fandom. I'll see you next time.